Once upon a time there was some pretty young girl, confused, so confused with the world, and the boys around her just made it twirl. Her name is Lizzie. She was just a simple girl till she met this one guy that made her laugh and smile. So they started to date for a while, but then she realized that he wasn't the guy she thought he was. She started to get beat, but she still kissed his feet. Later on in life, she started to move on, saying fuck loving everyone else. But then one day during the school picture, she met someone else, looked into his eyes, and all of a sudden they were both hypnotized. They started to talk, started to share some laughs. Together they just had a blast. In her head she was happy that she met this young fellow. He played for the school band, he played the cello. She would watch while he played, and at night she would pray that soon they will be together and stay together. Once upon a time there was a pretty young girl, confused, so confused with the world, and the boys around her just made it twirl. Her name is Lizzie. So one day, the young man grew the courage to ask Lizzie out, cause she was all that he would think about. He wanted her, and he had no doubt, so he went and asked, but Lizzie said no. The guy turned around, sat like a robot on sleep mode. He never forgot, but he never stopped trying. Lizzie felt bad, she couldn't stop crying. She claimed she didn't want him, but everyone knew that she was lying. So yes, once again in this town, she said yes. They both got this feeling in their chest. They knew they wanted each other. They blocked out the rest. Their relationship was the best. Her mom wouldn't let her out with him, but they still pulled through cause they loved each other truly. She couldn't believe it. She had fallen for him and he had fallen for her. Talking about getting married and having kids. Can you believe this? It's crazy how people fall in love. Why would the man up above make you without another? They truly loved each other. They talked on the phone for what seemed like forever. Always writing each other cute letters. Lots of kisses and hugs. He even quit drugs just to make her happy. Lizzie finally found the one. To the guy, it's still just a stun. How a girl like Lizzie will want a guy like him. Don't judge them cause you don't know how it's been. They had many fights, many bad messed up nights, many tears shed, but I love you no matter what is what they said. So they once again pulled through. He loves Lizzie, it's true. Lizzie was a drinker and a smoker, but she promised she would stop. But a month later started again. Pain upon the guy is all that she brought him a lot of anger and pain. He couldn't even stand the sound of her name. She said sorry, but it just wasn't enough. He knew trusting her would be extremely tough, but he did forgive her and said forget the past, I love you. He just had to understand it was hard to change, cause he's been through it too, so he couldn't really blame. But once again he pulled through the bullshit, and to this day they are 1 year and 8 months into their relationship, and still more diamonds count. Once upon a time there was a pretty young girl, confused, so confused with the world, and the boys around her just made it twirl. Her name is Lizzie. Her name is Lizzie. Her name is Lizzie. Once upon a time there was a pretty young girl, confused, so confused with the world, and the boys around her just made it twirl. Her name is Lizzie. Her name is Lizzie. So the guy has a message for Lizzie. He says, and I quote,